Donald Trump, according to the article, leads in a head-to-head with no undecideds by 0.4%. The same poll also found Donald Trump ahead of Joe Biden back in about February or March of 2024. We could see that the governor's race is a 4-point win for Kelly Ayotte as of right now, and Donald Trump is doing extremely good in the state of New Hampshire for what seemed to be a not competitive state by the mainstream media political pundits. We can see over here that as of right now, Republicans actually lead the congressional district ballot in the state of New Hampshire by 4 points as of right now. We'll also see when looking at the general crosstabs that the former president is doing extremely well with 18 to 44-year-old voters. He is crushing Kamala Harris with this group by about 13 points in this forecast. We can also see right now with female voters, Donald Trump is just absolutely only trailing Kamala Harris by just a couple points and is leading with men by more than she is with women, which is absolutely insane. And we see here the age demographic breakdowns, the white, the race breakdown, as well as the party ID breakdown, which is about tied, believe it or not. It's actually about tied. And if we look at the voter analysis polling data, the exit polls from the 2020 presidential election, if we look at the party ID breakdown of the race, we will actually see that Donald Trump is in a very strong position to win the state of North Carolina. You can see right here about 48% of voters in New Hampshire classified themselves as Republicans to Democrats 45%. You had a lot of liberals, even independents apparently even broke for Donald Trump in the state of New Hampshire, according to this voter analysis exit poll survey from 2020, which has a much sample size post voter analysis, but he lost a lot of ground to Joe Biden with Republican voters back in the 2020 presidential election. Joe Biden presumably won most Democrat voters in the state, hence why Joe Biden did so well in that election. But with Kamala Harris just absolutely crumbling on her feet with Democrat voters who are mad about the primary, and Donald Trump building up his brand with the Republican base, you may potentially have a pretty competitive state in New Hampshire. Even this poll actually has him even winning independents outright. We can actually go ahead and see where that is as of right now, but I believe that Donald Trump is actually up with independents in this poll. You can see right here that Donald Trump is currently leading independents by quite a couple points here. And what you see right here, what's pretty interesting, you see Donald Trump, again, only 88% of Republicans, just like what you saw in the exit poll from the voter analysis right over here. You saw he's getting just about roughly 87%, so about the same. However, we see that Kamala's only getting 91% of Democrats to Donald Trump's 12% of Democrat voters, and he's expanding his independent margin, and the party ID breakdown is about tied. And there's also a little bit too much independent votes compared to the voter analysis poll. So this poll is showing that he's in a very strong position to win the state of New Hampshire. As of right now, New Mexico, Minnesota, and New Hampshire are all flipping in my forecast. The states of Nebraska's 2nd congressional district, Maine at large, and Virginia are still in the lead Democrat column, putting him at a 331 electoral college victory in this forecast. The former president is narrowly winning deep blue states like New Hampshire, Minnesota, and New Mexico. And we even see that Donald Trump is holding a rally in Albuquerque, New Mexico, presumably because the campaign has done a poll that has essentially found it within the margin of error. This is very interesting because for months now, all the political punditry says that this race was going to be very close and that Donald Trump would have a nail-biter victory against Kamala Harris. However, based on this poll and what I've been seeing the past few months, Donald Trump is actually winning all of the battleground states very easily. And we can even see here, if we were to look at the ways that Donald Trump would actually be able to win the election, if he had in fact picked off the state of New Hampshire, the race would effectively be over. And states like Minnesota and Virginia would basically be in the toss-up category at that point. A state like Florida being cemented would then put New Mexico in the competitive battleground status, which is where I currently have it as of right now. The state of Maine at large, if this were to go in the Republican column, at that point, Minnesota, New Mexico, and Virginia would basically be all leaning into the Republican column as of this point. And so this is very interesting, to say none the least, that Donald Trump is making extreme gains in every single state in the entire country. My model has him improving in every state. He's improving in most that are typically blue than in states because he's maxing with certain class demographics in those deep red states, although he still gains in a couple, but he's gaining more in the blue areas with more urban, Hispanic, African-American type voters. So that's where you're really seeing the massive gains for him in the national popular vote. But a state like New Hampshire is very interesting. A lot of liberal rural voters, you also have a lot of, inner city MAGA type people, but you also have some rhino Republicans, a very diverse political state, politically very diverse. And so it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. But it seems like the race is going to come down to the absolute wire in the 2024 presidential election. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button and to subscribe if you want more content just like this. And I will see you guys in the next video.